Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Adriana, aka Adrian, and if you're new here, welcome. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment, and also follow me on Instagram at Artistic Souls. Now today, as you can already tell by the title, I'll be doing a how I treated my stomach ulcers. So keep watching. Okay, so a little disclaimer, I'm not a medical professional, I'm not a doctor, I'm just speaking from experience about what happened to me and how I cured myself or how I treated myself, so keep watching. Before we get started, I'd like to look at what is a stomach ulcer. So stomach ulcers are basically sores along the stomach lining caused by inflammation. So I'm going to give you guys a little story about how I developed all of that, how it happened to me, and the whole works. In high school, I was kind of a picky eater. I would leave home in the morning for school and I'd skip breakfast, and when I got to school, I still wouldn't eat anything until lunchtime, which was about 12 midday. So this happened every day, and then when I finally decided to eat something, it would be ting and patty. That's all I ate at school. And if you know Jamaican patties, they're very spicy, and the ting, it's a soda or a soft drink, and it has a lot of acid, so you know that there is no health benefit in that meal. Fast forward to college. Over the years, when I started college in 2013, I was doing the same routine, leaving home in the mornings for my 8 o'clock classes, and I wouldn't eat until maybe like in the afternoon. That would be my first meal, and then it wouldn't be anything substantial. It would still be the same patty because I'm a picky eater. And basically I realized that things started to get worse. Like I started to feel so bad in my stomach, like it felt inflamed. I wanted to throw up every second, but I didn't really pay attention to that. I just kept buying the same things every day. And then on top of that, when you're starting college, well, for me, I didn't know how to cook. In the evenings, all I would eat was ramen noodles or cheesies, sodas, chubbies, and like I wasn't drinking enough water. Like all I would drink was cranberry water. I'd go days without drinking water. That's how bad I was, and it became really hard for me because I started feeling a lot of pain. And I didn't really understand why I was feeling pain, but I remember one day when I made corned beef and rice, and I couldn't stop throwing up. And I was saying to myself, maybe it was something with the food, but I still wasn't really sure. So I just kept eating the same thing over and over. Basically, some of the symptoms that I was having were nausea, vomiting. I was losing like a hell of weight, and I didn't know how or why I was losing weight. I felt like I wanted to faint. I was throwing up all the time, and I was like, what is happening to me? Like, why is this happening? And I remember when I went home for a weekend, and my sister, she made stewed chicken and rice, and basically I didn't eat anything during the day because sometimes when I'm sad or I'm feeling depressed, I wouldn't eat at all. But I was having dinner that evening, and I remember like half hour after I ate the stewed chicken and rice, I said, alright, let me go and take a shower. I was in the bathroom, over the sink, washing my face, singing, doing the whole works. And then I realized that I felt kind of dizzy. And then out of nowhere, I just started throwing up like for a good 5 minutes. And then my father came in the room and he was like, what happened to you? What do you? And I couldn't even explain to him what was happening to me because I didn't know. So he said to my sister, alright, help her get ready. I'm going to take her to the hospital. Girl. I went to Mandeville Hospital around 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. in the night. And I was there until 5 o'clock the next morning. While I was there, I explained to the doctor what was happening, and his exact words to me were, didn't really come to hospital for 8 hours, just feel like an ulcer. Girl. I was feeling very terrible because even while I was at the hospital, he could see me throwing up. So I was like, why would he say something like that? So he advised me like what time frame to eat, when I shouldn't eat, and what I should eat. But then I realized that I could tell that he really didn't know much about nutrition, because those things that he told me to do and I did, it didn't help at all. And the medications that he gave me, they didn't help at all. When I realized that this was really getting out of control was a couple years ago when I was in Kingston. I was at home and I felt so bad. It was like in the afternoon. I felt so sick, and I was taking the medication that the doctor gave me, and I felt really nauseous. I felt dizzy, and the next thing I knew it, my boyfriend was over me trying to wake me up. I passed out, and he rushed me to the UE hospital, and he was there for a really long time, if you know how the hospitals are set up in Jamaica. And I lost a lot of weight. I was down to, I went from 120 to 98 pounds. I lost a whole lot of weight. I was feeling cold all the time. I was having a lot of anxiety attacks. I just felt like I was going to die. So I really had to take matters into my own hands, because the medication that the doctors were giving me, they didn't help at all. And the first thing before all of this, the first doctor that I went to, he said that I actually have an acid reflux. So they were treating me for an acid reflux. And the second doctor that I went to, he actually told me that I had peptic ulcers. So that was the acid reflux can actually lead to the peptic ulcer. So I guess it got worse over time, so I had to treat it by myself. I remember this particular time, I was on Instagram, and there was this girl. She was a graduate from UTech, and she had stomach cancers. So basically I remember like messaging her and trying to like encourage her and all of that, and I was asking about her symptoms and how she was feeling. And I was really afraid, because the same symptoms that she had, I had. And I decided, okay, let me go to the doctor another time to get a checkup, because I didn't want to be one of those persons who didn't know what was going on with their bodies. So that's what I did. I was so tired of being in pain all the time. I was tired of being sad, because it makes you very depressed when you're just in pain 24/7 and can't do anything about it. Before bed, during my sleep, I would just feel like sharp pains, and the pains wouldn't go away. They were just there, scrape. It feels like, alright, get a cut, buy a bottle of pepper, throw the pepper on the cut. That's how my stomach feel every day, all day. I wanted a change. Like, I said I cannot continue to live my life like this. I'm a young green girl. I'm a young person who has a bright future. I cannot let this hold me back. I have to do something about it. And that's what I did. I did some research, and I saw a couple videos on YouTube. I saw the cabbage and carrot method, where you basically blend the cabbage and blend the carrot, and then you juice it, and you don't sweeten it at all. You just drink it like that. It tastes horrible, but temporarily it made me feel better. And I did that over time, maybe like every night before bed, and it helped. It helped with the inflammation, but it didn't give me the right fix that I needed. Okay, so when you have peptic ulcers or acid reflux, you can't eat spicy food, you cannot drink alcohol, you cannot consume caffeine, coffee, you cannot consume a lot of meat, especially fried meat, and also red meat, sodas. That's one of the worst thing ever. Oh, you cannot consume, I say cannot, listen to me, cannot consume processed meat like tin foods, sardine, corned beef, tin mackerel, that nine I eat. Alright, so basically this is an example of what I usually eat in a day. I don't eat this every day, just on this particular day. I mostly eat vegan food, but I'm not a vegan because I do eat a lot of seafood. So yeah. So what you're seeing here is my boyfriend making my shake for me. I chose almond milk because I don't consume dairy any at all. Also, almond milk unsweetened because of the lack of a sugar addition. I also chose mixed berries. As you know, berries including blueberries and strawberries are very good for an overall healthy digestive tract. This mixture also has blackberries and raspberries, which are also great. Bananas are an healthy addition to most morning meals because of the prebiotic contents. And maca root because of the hormone balancing effects and energy throughout the day. And then finally, honey to add a little healthy sugar. As you can see, it's completely organic as everything I use in my smoothie ingredients. Okay, so about 2 hours later, I have some fruits. I usually have watermelons and cantaloupes. Next, we have lunch. We have fried breadfruit as a healthy source of carbs, and fried sweet potato chips. So I have an avocado sliced there for healthy fats, and I fried all of my food in organic coconut oil and steamed the vegetables in organic olive oil. Finally, dinner, I have some boiled pumpkin, yams, avocado, and some ackee and saltfish. all made with organic coconut oil for some healthy fats. Also, for a drink, there I have a bunch of greens blended. I have kale, spinach, spirulina, callaloo, and for flavor, June plum, lemon and lime, and a little bit of cane sugar for sweetness. So here are some of the ways that you can prevent having a stomach ulcer. 1. Do not eat and lay down right after. Wait until the food digests. You can walk around for like 30 minutes to an hour. Do something, go on your laptop, talk with your family. Just don't go to sleep right after you eat. Secondly, cut out the soda. That not work for nobody. That soda thing that not work. It just did it so. 3. Do not eat any spicy food. If you're cooking, you don't have to use pepper, you don't have to use powder seasoning, you can just use other seasoning. You can use onions, sweet peppers, thyme, garlic, the good stuff. Also, another important thing for you to do is drink lots and lots and lots and lots of water. When I was in college, my boyfriend used to send me text messages morning, noon, and night. Adrian, remember to buy a liter of water. Adrian, remember to drink water. Adrian, do this. Adrian, do that. Because he was very concerned, and I started to drink a little bit more water. Still not where I want to be as yet, but I'm still trying. Just walk with your water, guys, and drink a lot of water. Don't forget your green leafy vegetables. So you can substitute the rice for vegetables. You can maybe eat vegetables and meat if that's what you want. Or if you're trying to cut down on the meat, you can eat seafood and vegetables. Okay, try your very best to stay away from red meat. If you can't do that, or if you don't want to give up meat, you can try chicken. Like the best part is the chicken breast. You don't have to fry it. You can boil it or stew it, steam it, all that good stuff. You just don't want all of the unnecessary oils on your stomach just laying there. We have to try our very best to eliminate wheat and dairy. So you don't have to eat bread every day. You don't have to eat wheat every day. Even though I know some people may cook like rice every day, you can try like cut down on the rice for every day. You can try sweet potato, green bananas, or processed meats. Like you can do with the processed meats. It has no nutritional value to the body, and you can basically do without that. It's not if you're craving something, then you can snack on a fruit or a granola bar or something like that. And another important tip, do not wait until you're hungry to eat. You can snack like every 2 hours. Try to eat something healthy. Don't wait until the last minute and you're very, very hungry to eat, because that can actually stir up the stomach ulcers, and it will last for days. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already at Artistic Souls. Let me know what you guys want to see in my next video, and I'll see you guys then. Bye, if you come back.
Yeah.
Since you want to have saddle.